Okay, so I'm out here in my yard in my collard greens, and I found this dragon. You tell me what color he is, guys. Huh? I'm going with green. What you think, buddy? Green? I think so too. Three dragons. Nothing crazy going on here. You know what I'm saying? It's just working, like I said, with the my green project, trying to selectively breed dragons of a certain color, but obviously there's no green dragons to work with. I'm trying to create something here, so gotta have a little vision, a little imagination. But there they are. All right. Okay, so in this video, we're focusing on the green project. These are the 4 green project babies that I hatched out earlier this year. Right here, they're about a month old. Everybody's in perfect condition. And at this point, I'm already starting to see a difference in size, temperament, a little personality, etc. As you can see, that hypotrans dragon off to the far corner in the bottom there, he's a lot bigger than everyone else. And then, of course, I have that one small dragon over there to the top left corner. That's Carl, who you'll meet in a second if you haven't already seen the introduction to Carl video. Okay. But yeah, this is the Fantastic Four, the Green Project babies, my obsession. And this is Carl. Carl was the smaller baby that you just seen a second ago and was nipped by the bigger hypotrans that you seen a second ago. Okay. It looks a lot worse than it is. Let me focus in. And got her right on the elbow. It's healing up pretty well. She's very energetic, or he's very energetic. Still not sure if Carl is a girl or a guy. Might be Carl, might be Carlita. We'll find out in a later video. But this is when Carl initially sustained the injury. And as I said, it's been healing up quite well. Now, Carl ended up losing 2 fingers from the injury, but at this point you can see the swellings went down and it's looking a lot better. And I'll bring you up to date on Carl's status later on in the video. Okay, so here are our 2 other hypo greens, and both of these are males, and both of these are going to be the ones that I actually do keep. I have 2 very specific females for these guys coming. And they're going to tie into the project really nicely. I really love this green project. I honestly want to keep all 4. I just don't have the space, and I promised myself and the wife I was going to keep it small so that I can still have time for the family, etc. So, can't get carried away just yet. But this guy right here, I really like. I really like all of them, but something I want to show you that I felt like was unique. If you look at his toes, it's showing some patching. Let me try to give you patching on the toes on both feet. It just came out of a shed and seems to have lost color around its toes on those 2 feet here, right here on this toe. I don't know if you can see that. And then on these 2 toes here on this foot. Now, initially when I noticed it, I thought maybe they got like a nip mark. But no, if you look closely, you can see this is just a change in color. Now, it might turn out to be a bunch of nothing, and it just has some little patching on the toes, or who knows, in a few shades this might turn out to be something crazy. Either way, what I'm really focused on, as you already know, is the green, baby. Look at that green. You can call it whatever you want. Alright, but whatever the case, yeah, Green Project is doing great. Everybody's doing great, as you see. Everybody's got fat bellies, bright eyes. As you know, if you've been watching the channel, that's a great sign of health. Full fat pads, Okay, no skinny fat pads. Everybody's doing great. Everybody's going great. You know, going through their first sheds, second sheds, and third sheds. So it's really going well. So I just put these all in the tub together to show you the size difference. As I said, not a significant difference between these two and this one, but a huge difference between these three and the largest hypotrans male, and definitely between this one and the largest hypotrans male. Loving it. As you can see, they're packing some stripes. Okay. Look at the visual stripe on this one. It's almost genetic the way it is. It's almost like a GS the way it's so straight, but no, it's just a VS, visual stripe. It's not something that is a codon gene. This is just from selective breeding, line breeding. So anyway. And this guy right here, this is the hypotrans visual stripe male that nipped Carl. He's the biggest out of the group. And you're going to see why in 1 second. Caught him on the nom-nom cam. Nom 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 nom. Despite his food aggression, this guy's actually really pleasant. Sometimes he can be a little flighty. I don't know, maybe he's feeling moody, but on most days, he's A-okay with me. At the very least, he's always a pleasure to watch eat. He's always a pleasure to watch hunt. Has a really strong prey drive, which is something that you look for in a future breeder because it means he's going to grow up fast in most cases. And that's definitely the case here, which you'll see in 1 second. Man, how time passes. It's only been 2 weeks and look how big this guy's got. Haven't got the scales in yet, but once they do come in, I'm going to start weighing everybody. And then when I do these updates, they'll be even that much more detail intensive. You've probably heard me mention it before, but soaking is a really good time to work with your dragons as far as socializing them because they're a lot more calm. So that's what I'm doing here, just working with them. I'm always handling him because, like I said, he has a strong prey drive and can be a little food aggressive. So I want to make it easy for him to distinguish between me and prey. Bearded dragons do most of their growing in the first 6 months, and this guy is no exception. As a matter of fact, none of them are. Let me show you. Okay, so here are the Green Project babies. Okay, love every last one of these. Okay, of course one is not in this group soak because he's way larger than everyone else. In fact, I'll throw him in just to show you all a size comparison. But this is Carl. We don't know if it's Carlita or Carlos or Carlton or Carl Kincaid, but whatever the case, this is Carl. But healing up nicely. Full use of the arm now. Okay, so we lost 2 toes as a result of that nipping. But healing up great. The swelling's pretty much gone down all the way. Carl's putting weight on the arm. Hunting like a pro, as you can see by that belly. Okay, and now has his or her own permanent tank Well, you know, until we decide what we're gonna do, whether we're gonna keep or release. But yeah. Okay, and here's just to give you an example of the size of him. See how much bigger he is than everybody else? So I can't decide I'm gonna let him go because I mean, this is some quality genetics here. You got a lot of green, you got the hypo gene, the trans gene, you got the visual stripe going. You got a lot of green in there, you know, great size and anatomy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him back in this tank, but I just wanted to show you all the difference in size so you don't line them up. But that's the green project in its totality right now. Okay, so also I know that these two here are males. Okay, I definitely want to keep both of these. This one has like some weird paradox patching going on the toes. On both feet here. Excuse me there, buddy. So, this one's just amazing, period. So what's this little guy? I like this one. And then this guy, I mean, talk about a monster, behemoth. That might be his name. Behemoth. Also, male, look at that. See those hemipines? But anyway, yeah. So that's the green project right now. And I'm thinking I might need to keep all of them, keep as much green as possible so that I can have as many green lines, as many green pairings going so that I can, you know, have as many possibilities to hit a greener dragon and hold on to it and breed it back into the line or breed it to another unrelated dragon that's just as green from a separate pairing, etc. You know what I mean? So that's the status as of now. So this is Carl's new condominium all to himself. At first I had him saying a tub like this with a UVB coil bulb and then a heat bulb. Then I put him back in the tank with his siblings that I knew weren't the culprits, weren't the nippers. And now he seems to have really acclimated, so I felt like it was best to separate him again into an enclosure and see how he does here. So can't wait till the scales come in, because then I'll be able to, like I said, keep track of the growth as far as the weight. And we'll also start taking measurement and keeping record of all this, okay? All right, so there you see I got them all in the bag, okay? I go ahead and add my calcium. And if you want to get yourself some Calcium Plus, I highly recommend it. You already know I'm a Repeshi advocate. You know what I'm saying? I'm hard and heavy on the Repeshi. I trust it with my dragons' lives, okay? And I recommend you do the same. But if you want to find some Repeshi, you want to get the Calcium Plus or any other Repeshi products, you can check out our website, www.thelizardofoz.net. Ruthless with the plug. You wasn't even expecting that time, was you? All right, so now I got everybody dusted. I got the crickets covered in calcium. Look at that. They look delicious. I might get me something to eat later. Okay? And now, this is a question that I commonly get asked by new bearded dragon eaters, new bearded dragon owners, not eaters. Okay, I don't know anybody who eats bearded dragons. I'm sure there is someone. All right, but whatever the case,